Hello and welcome to Brenda's Bonkers. Today we're going to talk about religion and schizoaffective disorder and me and my views. So, this is a very important topic for me. I'm a pastor's wife. And I don't talk too much on the topic. I've gone through a lot of churches and I've had a long journey with religion. So, let me tell you about how I got here. I was raised Catholic, and then I got married by my first husband in a Southern Baptist church. Then I got married to my second husband in a Methodist church, or actually was on a ship by a Methodist pastor. And we now go to a Methodist church. But there has been a lot of different types of churches that I've gone through in between. And I'll explain that. Um, I was Catholic, and the Catholic Church frowns upon getting married outside of the church. They frown upon divorce. They frown upon having children out of wedlock, which I've done all of those. And so I wasn't really welcome in the Catholic Church. So I kind of skated around a lot of different churches until I met with my husband. And even after that, we skated and looked at different churches at various times. But the Catholic Church would not accept me, really. They wouldn't allow me to have communion anymore. And that hurt because that was what I was raised up in. But there's been other times that the church has hurt me as well. Um, I had psychosis one time, and I went to a church, and I don't even remember what I said or what I did. I don't remember any of that. But they allowed me to leave and drive home. Nobody called the ambulance or got me the help that I needed. Nobody told my husband about it. And that's kind of scary. I know in my husband's seminary, they had him take a class about mental illness and religion. And I know with my husband's background with dealing with me and with my son, he would have definitely have called an ambulance or at least not let me drive home. So that was one of my first religious breaks. I had another religious break when I was in the hospital. Um, I thought that I could go and lay hands on everybody and they would be healed. Now, I do believe in laying of the hands and then that helps. And you pray to God and it's up to God. But at the time, I thought I had the power to heal people by touching them. And that I needed to touch everyone. I also kept calling the chaplain's office, leaving messages to pray for this illness or pray for that illness. And another thing that I kept on seeing nuns. I was having visual hallucinations and I just saw them walking down the hallway every once in a while. And there were no nuns. But I saw nuns. So that's another one of my psychotic breaks about religion. Um I know that religion is very hard for me, especially since around Christmas time because I had served in the military and I went to Bethlehem And so any mention of Bethlehem kind of gives me some PTSD and sets me off. So it's really hard for me to go to church around Christmas time. There's other times where it's just hard for me in general to go to church because I'm in psychosis. I try to watch online. Um, what else? What do I believe? Now, these are my beliefs and my beliefs only and my experiences only. This doesn't reflect on the churches or my husband. It's none of their views. This is my personal view. I believe that God is love. I believe that God does not harm. I believe that we pray to God to unburden ourselves. That you give your problems up to God. And it's something that you can do. I believe that church is community. And that church is a good thing, even for the mentally ill. I believe that there's support at church. There's a lot of caring and loving individuals. It gives people a purpose to go to church. It gets them out and about. I feel that's important, especially for disabled who don't get out a lot, who don't have community. I do want to warn people um, about some churches, though, that prey on the mentally disabled. They take their social security checks. They're out to use them. And it's not some churches are not good for them. So you have to be really careful on what churches you choose. But there's a lot of great churches out there. I also believe that everybody is going to heaven. Not just people that are baptized, not just straight people, not just people that believe in Jesus. I believe Jesus died so everybody can go to heaven, regardless of race, creed, anything. I believe that all will go to heaven. I will mention also that I've had some problems as far as race problems at some of the churches that I've been to. My husband is black and my kids are biracial. And there's been some race problems at some of the churches that I've been at. So you really got to search to find the right church for you. Because not all churches are made the same, not all congregations are made the same. And that has been a struggle over the years to find a church that fits my purpose, my needs. It makes me feel safe and comfortable. Like I said, we shopped around at a lot of different dominations and religions but anyways, I guess that's it for my channel. Um, this is Brenda's Bonkers. Please like and subscribe and have a wonderful day. Thank you.